There are many ways to acquire wealth, but some come with consequences too dark to comprehend. In a remote Nigerian village where tradition and superstition intertwined, one name was spoken in hushed whispers: Chief Ejike. The wealthiest and most influential man in the village, he was draped in the finest fabrics, feasted on the rarest delicacies, and lived in a mansion so grand it made even kings envious. But his riches carried a sinister secret. Before we dive deep into this amazing and interesting story, please like and subscribe to this channel for more videos like this. In the heart of a small village in eastern Nigeria, nestled between rolling green hills and dense forests, stood Chief Ejike's estate. His sprawling mansion, surrounded by towering walls, cast a long shadow over the modest homes of the villagers. People whispered about its eerie silence, its guards who never smiled, and the many who entered but never returned. Though the village was full of rumors, none dared to voice their suspicions. Those who did suffered inexplicable misfortunes. Those who borrowed from him never walked away with just money. Chief Ejike did not demand repayment in the usual sense. Instead, his debtors lost everything. Businesses crumbled, families fell apart, and eventually, death came knocking. The village elders, either terrified or complicit, never questioned how a man with no visible trade amassed such boundless wealth. Everything changed when a young man named Emeka lost his father, Mr. Ekena, under mysterious circumstances. Unlike others, Emeka refused to cower in fear. He vowed to uncover the truth behind Chief Ejike's wealth, even if it meant risking his own life. What he would uncover would shake the village to its core, for deep within Chief Ejike's grand mansion lay a secret chamber, home to an ancient, malevolent pot that whispered the names of the doomed. Chief Ejike was no ordinary lender. He did not ask for money in return. He took something far more valuable: the fortune, happiness, and life of those who sought his help. Businessmen who borrowed from him saw their empires crumble, farmers lost their lands, and entire families were torn apart. The moment a desperate soul accepted his money, their fate was sealed. Some elders warned against dealing with him, but hunger and desperation often silenced wisdom. One fateful season, a hard-working farmer named Ekena found himself in dire straits. A prolonged drought had ruined his harvest, and his family faced starvation. With no other option, he sought Chief Ejike's help. The chief welcomed him with a knowing smile and handed him a bag of money with a simple phrase: "Use it well." Unknowingly to Ekena, he had just signed his own death warrant. Within weeks, his situation became worse. His body withered, consumed by an unknown ailment. He died in agony, his eyes wide with terror. Emeka, his eldest son, was devastated but suspicious. He had heard too many similar stories. Stories of sudden sickness and unexplained deaths following transactions with the chief. Unlike the others, Emeka refused to let fear paralyze him. He vowed to uncover the truth behind his father's death. With no one willing to help, Emeka devised a dangerous plan. He disguised himself as a wanderer in need of work and was hired as one of Chief Ejike's servants. For weeks, he observed the chief's habits, noting how he often disappeared into a locked chamber late at night. Also, the unusual noise coming out from his secret chamber at midnight. Then, one evening, Emeka followed him. Through a crack in the door, he witnessed something terrifying: an ancient clay pot, covered in strange tribal markings, pulsating with an eerie glow. The air around it shimmered, and ghostly whispers filled the room. The pot whispered a name. A mist rose from within, forming the anguished face of a man, his father. Emeka's blood ran cold. Chief Ejike knelt before the pot, chanting in a forgotten language. The whispers grew louder, feeding on the life force of its victims. Emeka realized with horror that the pot was the true source of the chief's power. Every borrowed coin, every desperate plea, had strengthened its dark magic. Determined to put an end to the curse, Emeka waited for the chief to leave. Summoning all his courage, he crept into the chamber. The pot's whispers turned frantic, sensing his intent. Ignoring the dread clawing at his heart, he lifted the pot. It was warm, almost alive. With all his might, he smashed it against the stone wall. A blood-curdling scream erupted as the pot shattered. A dark mist swirled violently before dissipating. Ghostly figures rose from the shards, souls long trapped, now free. Emeka recognized his father among them. The spirits cast one final look at him before vanishing into the night. Suddenly, Chief Ejike stumbled into the room, his face twisted in horror. He clutched his chest, gasping. Without the pot's power, his life force unraveled. Within moments, he collapsed, lifeless. The curse had ended. The village awoke to find Chief Ejike dead and his mansion eerily silent. When Emeka recounted what had transpired, the villagers rejoiced. They tore down the chief's estate, reclaiming what had been stolen from them. Justice had prevailed, and peace was restored. Moral lessons. Wealth gained through evil means always leads to destruction. The wicked may prosper for a time, but justice will find them. The truth must always be pursued, no matter the danger. Be wary of those who offer help with hidden intentions. Do not trade your destiny for temporary relief. Stand up for justice, even when fear threatens to silence you. From that day on, Emeka was celebrated as the hero who ended Chief Ejike's reign of terror. And the village, freed from its curse, flourished once more.
Thanks for watching. Please don't forget to like, comment, share, and subscribe to my YouTube channel.